Welcome back, everybody. We're really coming into the tail end here of the commentary series of this world record history for normal players 1 Bale kill in Diablo 2. So, this time we've got the only appearance, I can't believe it, like starting out I thought it'd appear a few times, but no, the only appearance of MrLlamaSC with a 1-10-10. Taken over from Indirect last time, gets up, gets his name on the leaderboard. I know at the time I was watching him a lot, and he was just chasing down that 69-minute handle, that sub 110 goal, and it doesn't seem like he ever got it, so unfortunate there, MrLlamaSC. So, we're going to be kicking across to the video, just to really ramp up what we're doing here. This is the list we're working through. We've worked through all this stuff up above it. Not this one, obviously. This is the one we're watching. And we've not got much to go. This is all Beetle Burst strategies right now. We're in the Beetle Burst mix. And then down here we'll get to jails. So I'm actually going to only play one of these indirect records just to see how it looks. And then later on, we'll kick across through to... so I'll probably do this 107 and then this 104. And then we'll kick across to the jail straight after. But for right now, we've got MrLlamaSC with the 1-10-10. Here we go. Kicking it off now. I just am going to warn you, I'm going to have his volume quite low because he's constantly talking. He's got messages. So, strongly encourage you to check out his channel and the video that I'll put in the description to just get his full experience. This right now is all about analysis. So here we go. Pi Day. Oh yeah, because it was March 14th. There you go, 3.14. So I've been trying a fair bit so far. And really just pushing for experience. That's what it's all about. Just complaining right now that his previous run, he didn't really get enough experience going into Act 2. So runs out, kills a couple of Devilkin, gets an okay set of drops from the chest. He really needs to get stuff dropped because he needs to be picking up just gold for mana. Looks like he's getting a relatively quick exit here in the Bloodmoor, not really having to run too far across. You can end up having to run all the way down here, and that's a big time suck. Much faster to just be running out and across, or out and across. These days everyone just resets for the indirect map where they go up and across. But you don't really want a straight through map out there in the Bloodmoor. Alright, grabs a little bit of gold. It's still kind of useless. Does he get a shrine? He gets a shrine right next to it. Gets an XP shrine as well. What is he doing? This is a strange choice.
Oh, cold enchanted? Really?
So he grabs a boss pack there. Hasn't quite hit level 1 yet. Like, fortunately, the Demon Hunters or Dark Hunters have quite low life. Oh, that's going to give him some gold, actually. The drop of the throwing potion. So yeah, you really want to have that area of effect damage from Charred Vault before you're really engaging with boss packs. So gutsy move there. That's why I was a little bit confused. We'll grab those potions. Will he grab the sash? No, he doesn't grab a sash. Okay. So kind of burnt through the one mana pot he had. Needs to sell a lot of stuff, but those throwing knives and fulminating potions are going to help out quite a bit. Let me just fix up my camera here because I'm a bit off. There we go. That's much better. And across through to the Den of Evil, because as we know, always respec on the Sorceress. You're going to go from Charge Bolt strategy through to a Nova strategy.
I think the record it took.
So.
I'm trying to remember how many days.
Yeah, not too many shamans so far, so that's good. It's always a bit of a watch out for the density in the Den of Evil because there's only one boss pack in here. You just end up sinking a lot of time into things that don't give you good experience because you only have...
I did 628 digits. That was in high school.
Of course, they're talking about pi. This is kind of distracting me. So yeah, you don't want to be fighting too many Devilkins, especially in the Den of Evil. You only have that one boss pack being Corpse Fire at the end, and, as we always cover off, doesn't get the... Okay, never mind. So, yeah, because boss packs give you 500% XP, you only really want to be killing them. And that's kind of the strategy we will see coming through here. is by focusing on Beetle Burst as a defined super unique boss pack. So that's a boss pack that always spawns in the exact same location, and the boss, the unique monster, has the same name, just like Corpse Fire here at the end of the Den of Evil. That's what Beetle Burst is in Act 2. So guaranteed spawn location. That's the key thing to it, because there will always be a boss pack there. You're always getting that 500% XP. You really want to be just like lucking it with additional boss packs spawning around him, because Beetle Burst only spawns with 3 minions. Strangling Gas Potions could help, most likely just money. Continuing to pump that charged bolts. Nicely done. I think there's still another guy. Yep, needs to snipe. Very good. Alright, bit over 4 minutes in the Den of Evil ain't great, but does dispose of Corpse Fire pretty nicely. And he's already level 4, so it's not awful, but not great. So, yeah, what's that? 415 Den of Evil? Not bad. Fire Res Ami, he's just going to sell that for gold, probably. Okay, he keeps the light res ring and keeps the fire res amulet. Interesting. Normally, because those percentages are so low, like you can see, where am I, down here? 5 and 10. Like 10 light res ain't bad, but 5 fire res really isn't that great. Now he did save and quit there. Made sense to do so because he'd already used that shrine right next to the Cold Plains waypoint. So chance for it to roll experience yet again, which could have helped. Skill Shine, still going to help him just rip through... oh, okay, the ring was only 5 light res. If it was 10 light res ring, I'd be... yeah. I'm still surprised he's kind of kept on it for now. Yeah, Skill Shrine is going to help him a lot fighting Rakinishu. Just kill Rakinishu quite quickly, and it's quite challenging simply because Rakinishu is lightning enchanted. So he's got 50% inbuilt lightning resistance, which just sucks you up. Sucks up all your time. Nice little small charm there. That's going to be some more gold. And there is that. He should have started... I don't know why he ran so close to those stones there, to be honest, before he started casting. He should have basically started casting from the road, almost, or where he was just off the road.
So 2015 there.
Now, looks like he's getting a wall exit, so not the best. Still actually spending a good amount of time running through the stony field. But he did get a quick exit, relatively, from the Cold Plains to the stony field. So that was pretty nice. Didn't actually have to check multiple exits. All right, this is the entrance tile. As much as it looked like he was running down that way, the actual exit is that way. And because it's a straight through map, it's going to be this way over here is the way he needs to run through the map. So, we're going to get good boss packs here in the underground passage? Not really, but it gets quite a short passage. That was amazingly short. Gutsy moved to run down to Treehead Woodfist. If he still had the skill shrine, I'd be up for that. But, okay. Got through it pretty quick. I've just seen so many people struggle with trying to take on Treehead Woodfist. Like, extra fast, extra strong. It can eat a lot of time. You end up regretting it. I mean, he's only got 2 minions as well. But that one particular worked out for Llama. So there you go. That's pretty good. So quite good maps so far, I gotta say. He's getting relatively, first try short paths. This one, not the greatest, but it's okay. And are we still doing tower runs at this point? I suspect we're still doing tower runs. I think it was really the jail strat that pushed us away from tower runs. Finds the tower pretty quickly. That's pretty nice. That helps. That helps. No. Dang. Didn't get the good shrine next to the tower. He got a shrine there. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. So, reasonable distance from the waypoint to the tower. There was a shrine on the way, but unfortunately that one is guaranteed to always be a health shrine. Since it was a health shrine in the first instance, it's not going to roll to be different ones, like you can get with that experience shrine, like you can get with a skill shrine or a refilling shrine. So health shrines, mana shrines are always going to be those, not mana regen shrines. So he's currently got a mana regen shrine active, and that one will re-roll, but yeah. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts. Gets a boss pack of ghosts. That's not the worst boss pack to be getting in here. It's alright, and they generally herd pretty nicely, and you can shotgun them pretty well.
Give my address to. Did anybody ask in the family for it? Because they wanted to send me something.
And here we go. Ring, is it FCR? Probably FCR according to Indrek's chat, but probably not FCR according to Mr. Llama's luck. Gets a... Oh, I thought that was an L shape there, but I guess not. So, Blood Clan boss group, as we've covered off many times in the history of world records. Quite nice, the tower, in that you're likely to get good density of boss packs, especially if you can get short maps like this. That was a very nice short one. We've seen some other world records where it's been quite punishing, where they have not gotten short maps and they don't get any boss pack whatsoever. Like this one. This one is looking like it is a wraparound, so it's always a left turn, and ended up being 3 rights make a left.
Like my main gig, I'd go to parties and just sit there and study pie.
Cold Enchant, is he going to dodge it?
The girl would come up and she'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Studying for the pie contest.
Classic Llama. And so you won't hear it.
Dodge behind the pillar.
I told you he's got to be careful with that demon clan, but he dodged it. He dodged the cold enchant. Impressive. Solid. No boss pack on that level, though. That's unfortunate. But does make up for it with a boss pack here.
Record run just so that can be in it. And people are like, "That's the difference between me and Llama right there." Llama and the pillar.
Oh, that's solid. That is solid. All right. So running through, is he going to get Taleth this time? I sincerely doubt it. I think we're still at the stage where
Pie party?
you'd
No, we don't eat pie. There. We just
where you'd still run the tower multiple times, especially if he's still over 110.
on the pie, but no pie to eat.
Good to tell though. Halfway there. He wants that Taleth for faster run walk and faster cast, right? And faster hit recovery. I mean, you didn't see it, but I watched his 117 temporary world record that was just there while Slimo's world records were disallowed, and he died a lot. So let's see how often. Does he die very much in this? Who knows? Who knows?
Just because, like, I remember all the sequences.
So you can't hear it here because I've quieted it down quite a bit on this. Ooh, nice. Champion Devilkins. That helps a lot. So those Champion Devilkins, the regular Devilkins around them actually give 500% XP because they're technically classed as minions by the game. Super nice. Super nice. Didn't actually spend that much time trying to kill stuff there, though. Surprising. I guess the Devilkins die quite quickly, so that helps. Yeah, you can't hear it, but I can hear Mr. Llama just constantly talking about pi right now. Like the number pi. As you can see in his chat, with it constantly going on about 3.14. So there you go. Oh, good lord. Goodness me. Alright, so this is a bit of a long map. So he's gotten a mix of, like the first couple of levels were good, this one's long. Does actually finally get a boss pack at least.
I don't know, man. I feel like watches are more just for status than actual, like, watch. It's a watch, right? Like, all watches keep time.
Now, is he going to get the boss pack on this level this time?
Adjust slightly more than
Quick check down, doesn't see it. I don't think it's going to pay off for him. I think that's actually an L shape down there. So, that's weird. First time I've seen an L shape into a dead end on that side. So, probably not worth his time spending that extra few seconds running down there to check it though. Is consistently getting the second boss pack here on level 5 though, so that helps. Probably shouldn't have killed those goat clans.
cell phone. There you go,
And another Tal.
Another rune in there.
Ooh, gets his Taleth, alright. Second time. He's going to be pushing on now, I suspect. No, pushing for levels. Oh, that would have been quite nice on a druid. 7 of life is alright. 4 to life helps, just helps for Andariel. Keeps his Taleth. Gets rid of his strangling gas potions, rather. And here we go. It's time to run, baby. He still needs to get his 2-socket armor, but I guess he's probably going to be pushing straight through until he beats Andariel, at which point he will shop at Chassis, just like we saw Lagzor do.
Tough one. Tough one.
And I can't actually remember if Indrek did that last time or what.
Good comedies, but the problem is a lot of comedies are like really bad. They always end up in some like cheap, cheesy rom-com, whatever. Or they're just like.
Doesn't pick up another shrine. Always helpful if you can pick up another shrine as you come across into the Tamo. Like, skill shrine helps, but mostly you just want XP shrine because you're quite likely to run into a couple of boss packs here in the Tamo Highlands. We'll be going back for that amulet. He really wants to get that FCR. Probably shouldn't have spent that extra fraction of a second casting there, but that's okay. Tamo, you always know which way it is because the exit is, like, there's only one entrance door tile to it, so it's always facing that way, so you just run up towards this direction. Facing northeast. Not going to find the quill rats, and they weren't a boss pack anyway.
Is that like Hot Fuzz?
And left turn. Doesn't even grab it, as we've covered many times before, because the map tile was like this, and the waypoint was over here. It's left turn map. There you go. We'll grab the armor there, and he just said worth it. I was too busy cleaning up my things to notice what it actually was, but I'm guessing it was 2-socket armor, so...
Captain Marvel, and was it good? I thought it was alright. To me, it was,
Skeleton Archer's not the best experience, but, you know.
but it was very...
Every bit of experience helps, though, especially with boss packs.
It was a good movie.
I guess not every bit of experience helps. You don't want to be spending all your time killing regular enemies, as we've covered many, many times.
That was really good.
What you want to be doing is just killing the boss packs, and that's the experience that counts. Because it's...
First half was boring, second half...
Here we go. He's actually getting a decent barracks now. He's gotten a few boss packs in here, which is pretty nice.
I mean,
Just needs to be running past... Yeah, there we go.
better than the first half.
Took him out, which is nice. This is a bit of a long barracks, though, and I'm worried it's going to dead end. Oh, no, okay. Keeps going, keeps going. And he gets the exit. Nice.
I actually think there's going to be a Diablo Netflix series. I think there's something in the work on it.
All right, so
Yeah, it's like
jail is a straight through map, so we'll be coming down this way.
horrible. It wasn't like Aquaman. That was a terrible movie.
And this is a bit long, hasn't come across any boss packs yet, which ain't great. That could still keep going down. I suspect it will have as well. Finds a boss pack, though, so at least he's not going too far out of his way.
I don't need long maps right now.
Yeah, the more time he spends here, the more I suspect it kept going down the other way. It's back there, man. It's back there. No, hang on. Never mind. I was wrong. Not a good champion group, though. Oh, man, I remember hanging out with Mudstone in the chat. All right, once again, straight through map here.
Marvel to the Avengers. That was like the whole point.
And here we go. Lightning Chant, Wraith's not great, simply because, as we've already covered off, gives Fighting 50 lightning resistance, so his attacks are only half effective against them right now. Definitely just move on as soon as you kill the minions, which he does very wisely. Dropped a town portal there just in case he died. Smart move by Llama. Gotta, you know, normally I'd be ripping into the streamers for playing it too safe and not taking it risky, but doesn't get the awesome champion pack tile again. But yeah, having watched Llama's 117, just by how much he died there, that hurt too much. Yeah, this is quite long jails maps, so this is not great, but finally gets to the exit now. If I contrast them to Indrek's jail maps, which were quite short. Same with Lagzor, actually.
Who did Marvel lose?
And left turn here.
I'm just running off the old splits because I like them better.
That is a weird call. So he just said he likes the old splits from Lagzor more than he likes Indrek's splits. I don't understand that whatsoever. But okay. Interesting that Llama's actually laid this out to be
It's not like, oh, I like this is the world
like
better.
splits by zone.
To run against. These ones push me more early, which is what I want.
Okay, so just clarifies that these are pushing him to progress early on, whereas Indrek had 3 runs in the tower, I think it was. So this kind of forces that second tower exit. Go ahead.
I know is
Because as we saw, Lagzor got Taleth on the first try.
for Avengers to be over. Too many movies for my liking.
Stop trying to kill the Wraith, dude. Come on.
Alright, enough is enough.
Alright, finally starts putting into strength. I haven't even noticed if he has a belt yet. Probably should have paid attention to that. Don't think he's gotten any FCR gear yet either, which doesn't help. Yep, no faster run walk, no FCR.
Just keeps going. Please, get there. Nice.
Oh, nice. So very long way down, but luckily didn't have to recover his path. Simply because, ooh, yes, nice. Look at that. That whole room, every single one of those, I don't know, 10 to 15 Devilkins, 500% XP. That little room there, huge XP gain. Like, look how close he is to level 11 already.
There. Boy.
Yeah, so a bit of a long map. He didn't drop the TP as he came in either.
Here we go.
Oh, nice. Actually gets it first way
Okay.
as well. Doesn't stumble across the dead waypoint as so often happens on those runs.
God, I hope we have an Act 2 in this run, you guys. I mean, like, let's get there first, you know.
Oh boy. All right.
For the horse.
Ghouls, I think, are actually pretty good experience. I know they're a surprisingly high level for this area and can drop some pretty sweet stuff. So many jewel drops. Like, he's getting all these special item class drops, but it's just not being rings and amulets that much. Like, if all those jewels he's dropped were rings and amulets, which they can well be, he'd be pretty sweet.
Jails were bad. That's okay.
All right, is he doing? Yes, very smart. So quickly runs back to the safe area where he can take out the shaman to stop the Devilkin from just being meat shields for Andariel and tanking the charge bolt hits. Now, this is the trouble with charge bolt. It's surprisingly okay to take on Andariel, but because it fans out so much and you're usually so close, you end up missing quite a few of the bolts, and it just takes a lot. Like, see how many there are just floating around it right there? All right. Quite nicely managing his inventory, though. Like, he's got the... I don't think he's going to have to go back to town. Nice. Doesn't get the drops you want, though. You really want to get Gorefoots, basically. Don't know that the Falchion's going to really get him that much gold, to be honest. Seem to spend, an extra couple of seconds on that.
So much, Neo. Give
And
me map.
is this going to be it? Is this going to be the one with TCP IP re-rolling of maps to try and find Beetle Burst? Is this going to be the first world record to use it?
Trash, keep trash.
10 FCR, nice.
Trash. Life. That there. Okay, so.
Let's see how we go here. Does he actually have any sockets in that helm he's got or anything? Like, could he put the ruby in his helm for a little bit of extra life?
Never, ever put the card before the llama. Otherwise, the llama will eat all of the model desserts.
Gets his armor into the stash just to get it out of the way. And here we go. Is he going to get a fast exit through here? Find some dung soldiers, so beetles out in the rocky waste. That's always helpful. But he gets champion leapers. If it was champion dung soldiers, that would have been boss mode. Really helped him out.
The leaper champions. They will just never leave you alone. You gotta try and
Oh, leapers are so annoying as well.
all these weird things. God. Ugh, every single one is hit recovery. Get me out of here.
And with no faster hit recovery, he is kind of really getting stuck here. Alright, so quickly just hits them with some charge bolts to get them off his tail.
You don't know me like that.
And out into the dry hill. So not bad. Second exit. Not wasting a heap of time out there in the rocky waste, so that's good. Is he going to find a waypoint? That's always going to help for later teleporting. Probably wants to be running along the other side there, but that's not bad since he's in the funnel. Finds a boss pack here. I remember watching Bender actually try and level up a bit on boss packs in the dry hills to get this world record. So he had the waypoint in the dry hills and was running through to the Fire Oasis to get the Beetle Burst pack, which was an interesting strategy and was going okay for him. Probably did get him sub 110 times at the time.
I really hope it's not like right there.
Oh, this is a very long way to the stairs.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So,
Found ourselves our halls.
I don't know if that's going to help if he's going to be re-rolling, if he's found his halls already. That was not the exit.
Right there. Oh, it is. Right?
No.
Hold on.
Completely confused because it clearly goes like that. So,
I didn't see that.
the exit would be up here. Come on, man. That was a good 10-second time loss right there.
Open your eyes. Let's go.
Is he going to find a waypoint in here? No. Yes. Yes, he does get the waypoint. Okay, nice.
Prayers for before arcane.
Could potentially run through from the dry hills
This
if Beetle Burst is right here.
Can we
No.
here? Thank you, Art.
All right. Was looking potential with that sort of dam oasis sort of thing there, but not looking good anymore. I think he is definitely going to be re-rolling at this point.
Again, not a lot of experience on the way there.
Just grabbing a few. There you go. I thought with all the raptors around, he was not going to get
Don't really care for
beetles.
beetles.
Finds Beetle Burst.
All right, come on. This is where we gotta find right here. This is where. No, it's. Oh, okay, okay.
Was looking promising there. There seemed to be a bit of a glow there, but it turned out to be the maggot layer instead of the waypoint. He really wants a close waypoint to Beetle Burst. And it's not coming off for him. No, it's coming off for him. Oh, that hurts. That would have been saved so much time if he didn't have to re-roll for stuff.
Waypoint. Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. That's actually an okay distance. Honestly, I wonder if during that time, since he had that fast exit, like the waypoint is down here, if as soon as he killed Beetle Burst, it would have been worth his time to just run back up and through and around this way.
But it's awful champions as well, so we're gonna need to get some better stuff.
Because he had beetles in here, so the good chance of there being like boss pack beetles along the way if he reran it rather than just continuing to run around when it already spawned a couple of boss packs. Are those boots gonna beat the faster run walk ones we desire? Skills into telekinesis. Half freeze duration's okay though.
Itchy's
So he's complaining about itchies, but that's the group that Indrek got his world record on. So, you know, not the worst.
I like that there is that boss group twice.
And if he had those boots active, if he was level 12 to be able to wear them, he would have been running a lot faster again, much sooner. Oh no, never mind, he is level 12. What were the level requirements on those boots? Ah, Diablo run. Why don't you work on historic runs? Because you didn't exist at the time of this, I suppose.
No itchies, no group. There's a group. Okay.
Finds a group of maggots. It's not the worst. I mean, they're okay experience, but they do have quite a bit of life. And as you can see there, likely if you are in melee range to be sent into hit recovery on it. All right, spending quite a bit of time on this group now though, so that's not ideal. And the trouble with maggots, again, is they will spawn those junior maggots. And they just, once again, just like the Devilkins on Andariel, can just be meat shields and suck up all your time. Because the useless experience minions sort of give you... They detract from you actually killing the monsters who do give you experience, basically. Ah, dang. Boss pack. Itchies again, not boss pack. Beetles, which hurts.
Guys, I'm looking for lays eggs.
Really surprised by how long it's taking him to kill these guys here. I mean, that 10 FCR on his amulet is doing work though. Like, it's really good to get that early. It won't really help him unless he gets another piece of FCR after he gets his stealth active, but for the time being, you know.
Goodness gracious.
And this is the challenge with early beetles leveling, because those lightning enchant items can just... Yeah, lightning bolts off the beetles can just rip through your health when you don't have that much in vitality yet. No boss group that time. Honestly, like, I don't know, he's complaining at the minute about the density, and I think he ends up making that to be an excuse that the itchies if he had different boss group. But, like, okay, Lagzor had an amazing boss packs. He had constant extra beetle spawns or maggot spawns. Well, not constant. He got it about, I'm going to say 60% of the time. But Indrek only had itchies. Now, Indrek was a little bit closer, I suppose.
Is it worth it to shop for a 10 FCR wand?
I guess Indrek also had plus to charge bolt from his wand. And that's something that Llama hasn't done here, is he hasn't gone the plus charge bolt stuff. And that's probably slowing down his kill time quite a bit. Honestly, with that plus charge bolt stuff, he'd probably be ripping through Andariel a lot faster and all these guys a lot faster. Like probably 2 seconds every single run.
Layout and everything, but if that wasn't itchy so much.
All right, here we go. Up to Beetle Bursts. Maybe it's his strength. I think he might need 20 strength or something to wear those boots. And he's only just on 15 right now. And he's not going to be speccing into strength at all until he does his respec. So that's holding him back, I think. But it's not faster run walk boots anyway, so it's not a big loss. All right, let's see how we go here. He hasn't even checked what was on that globe yet. Mildly annoying me. I mean, it's not going to be charge bolt at this point, but it could be Nova, you know. I was criticizing
There we go.
criticizing Indrek last time for not using Nova when he had his +2 Nova stuff, but you know.
Better.
So you can see here, yeah, Beetle Burst. 3 minions. Doesn't really do anything for you. And I think Llama's pretty good on gold at this point. What's he got in his inventory? He's got a few wands and stuff. Why do you have those belts, man? Get rid of the belts. Thank you. Alright, once again, Itchies as the boss group.
Still not awful.
A little bit too much time picking up potions would be my read on that. And yeah, okay, so that's the right amount of time there on Beetle Burst.
Keep it nice and loose. Breathe.
Yep.
Llama.
Yep.
Looks like you're trying to do a triple ninja. Halfsy flipsy.
So like how long he's taking to kill enemies right now, he could have been doing that 2 levels earlier if he did the... Yeah, that was so fast. If he did the +2 charge bolt staff shopping at the start of the game, that's how long it could have taken him to kill. So he would be
Closest move you could have even.
well ahead at this point, I think.
No second boss twice in a row.
He would have... I honestly think...
Oh no.
And he dies. And he dies. Ouch.
Hate it when that happens.
Probably should have just reset, to be honest. Okay. You wanted the whole 500 gold that was still on the ground there.
Time as the world lines up just to deal you a nice big fat.
So,
Alright,
yeah.
waste some time on this level.
I reckon, honestly, if he had that +2 charge bolt staff, that would save him... How many limes is he doing a run per level?
Health pots.
Maybe 4 early levels?
Or not health pots, but like the charge bolts
So,
lined up in a bad
I don't know, 10 seconds
absolutely.
per level for the splits he's doing here. So he would have been
Ooh, Gorefoots.
48 ahead.
Gorefoots.
Nice. Gets the Gorefoots, that's going to help a lot. So, yeah. 10 seconds a level over 5 levels. That would have been a minute. They would have gotten him his 69 handle if he did the charge bolt shopping. Now, he may have done that and I've forgotten it. That would be irritating. But I don't think I've seen it be blue when he's been skilling up.
On that level. More time than I was hoping to lose for sure.
Alright, let's just watch him do the skilling.
Maybe expected to lose. I guess it was that death, really. Yeah. Plus, he died a couple times without a boss group. That hurts.
Yeah, there was no blue there, so he definitely hasn't gotten a plus to charge bolt staff. He's complaining a bit about that death, but to be honest, like Lagzor had a similar death. Lagzor's waypoint was a bit closer though, so maybe that... Yeah, he probably would have lost a bit there. Tal. And he is actually doing the Taleth early.
No double in there, maybe?
So that's going to help him through level 17 and 18.
Oh, gosh darn.
Like from 17 to 18, which Lagzor didn't do, so that should be a time advantage. With the run walk boots, that should help a lot, actually.
Got it. Come on. Alright, it's up in there. Not good though, it's raptors. Cold enchant too. Yikes. Raptors and itchies are our boss groups.
Yep.
What a unlucky, like,
I think that's the biggest difference. It's the plus to charge bolt. Because that's what... So both Indrek and Lagzor had plus to charge bolt. Indrek had it
but at least we have a map that is
because he shopped it, and Lagzor had it because he had that amazing orb drop that was 10 FCR plus 2 charge bolt. Underrated plus to skills.
multiple times.
I guess Lumber just didn't want to risk
Time with
actually having to spend time shopping.
+3 on that.
But it's quite fast if you do it early game. Maybe he didn't have the gold for it, I'm not sure.
From that point forward. Alright, see, there we go. I just had to ask for it. That's all.
Shadow Call, the Unclean.
About acid.
So definitely, like you can see, is losing time every level split versus Lagzor, simply because Lagzor's splits were so amazing because he had that second and sometimes even third boss pack of beetles and maggots spawning. He didn't really have itchies, which are quite low experience. So grinding on up, spending too much time fighting those guys. And oh, listen to how much fun. Well, you can't listen, sorry, because I've got the volume quite low. I can probably actually turn it up a bit now because he's not going to be as chatty.
FCR. I mean, I do.
So there you go.
I don't, you know.
Now that he's not being just chatty at the start of a run and he actually has to switch on.
Okay, let's do that and grab this. It could be on a ring.
You've got so many things to identify. You definitely should be identifying that. The rings that you've got in your thing for FCR. I don't think he's actually looked at any of the gear other than when Gorfit's foot's dropped.
To telekinesis.
Why?
Maybe I should grab that staff for a chance at 10
Yes,
FCR.
definitely should have gotten the gnarled stuff instead of the hawked helm.
Should have gone staff instead of helm.
Ah, regrets. We all have a few.
Too quickly.
You know, there have been worse mistakes made in world record runs than just that. Sacred globe.
Globe.
Wow, his inventory is so full of stuff.
Oh, come on. Come on, come on.
So he's losing about 40 seconds per level
Okay, just breathe.
versus Lagzor's
Breathe and
splits.
play.
It's actually
Breathe
like
and play.
that's the difference you're getting from slightly further on the waypoint and not as good a boss packs. I honestly think having his splits next to Indrex would have been much more beneficial to understand what the timings sort of look like. Kind of wish I started this off having Indrex video just playing on the other screen or something so I could see what a side-by-side sort of looked like. Didn't realize that Llama wasn't using Indrex splits. Too much time killing regular enemies. Especially in that layout where, like, you've got the little oases and the trees and stuff just blocking everything.
Otherwise, everything gets too shaky. Ooh, triple group. Perfect time for a triple group. Perfect time.
Just needs that little bit more.
God, I hope this is enough. I don't think it is.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Alright, come on, come
that would have been
come on.
so helpful if that was the actual, like... Just cast 2 and then run, man. There you go. Here we go. Gets his level 18. He's active. Quick kill there. We'll go respec now. He's pumped to get up to Akara. Do the respec. Go 25. Grab a belt. Doesn't have to worry about making the same mistake as Lagzor.
I need to get potions, so let me do this.
And safety, nice.
And let's go identify everything and sell it all. Okay. And any FCR we're keeping. Glacial, no.
It had plus to Nova. It had plus to Nova.
No.
No.
Cold res 22%.
Oh, keeping that.
Ah, gosh dang.
And he has plus 3 to. Oh my gosh. The missed opportunities there on that.
Get me.
Oh, plus to Nova would have helped with later bosses. Would have helped in the chaos as we saw with Indrek.
GXFC.
Ouch. Ouch. I mean, at least he doesn't have to re-explore this map, so that's nice. But Yeah, oh, losing that plus to Nova.
Not enough mana.
Does mean you had to spend extra time like chewing through mana potions, but worth it for the kill speed. I think Llama in this run, that's just the thing of this run, is he missed the opportunity with kill speed from plus to skills.
Let's go.
Left turns on all these maps, pretty quick. Halls of the Dead, all in all, I mean, they're always quick once you've got a teleport.
Cube.
Unless you get absolutely stuffed on the maps and tricks you with a wraparound or something like that. So here we go, running through. He will be, at least he knows where his maggot layer is as well, so that's pretty quick. No exploring time there. Quickly does puts his frozen armor on, which is going to help a lot, surprisingly. Oh, those are beautiful maps in the maggot layer. So right turn straight through in the maggot layer, as we know. And nice.
Okay.
Gonna have to level a bit in
Do I
Act
know
3
anything
here.
about this map?
No, you're going the wrong way. Just go straight across, straight across. Kill Beetle Burst while you're here. No? Alright. Never mind with Beetle Burst then.
Killed Beetle Burst there, to be honest.
There you go. Saw the same thing as I did. This looks like it. This is the way. This is the way. Alright, is he going to get a quick exit here in Lost City? Finds Dark Elder, so he can get at least a super unique boss pack going. Kind of tucked in the corner here, which at least helps
I need mana.
get rid of things running away too much. And doesn't get the quick exit.
Nothing there.
Interesting that he's not choosing to just continue along that path.
Okay, interesting. Wasn't expecting that.
That's a cut in there, so that's not going to be it. So he needs to go. So it's going to be third, maybe fourth weighing the Lost City out to the Claw Viper Temple.
Need mana.
We'll grab that just for safety.
Nothing there.
And nope, he's going to be fourth weighing it. Exactly. Yeah, should have just kept going straight through when he was first coming up. Ouch.
Ouch. Sometime last
He
year.
was so close.
Not enough.
Alright, left turn from the back to the wall exit. So over here, is he going to get a quick
Not
one?
too bad in here.
No.
Come on.
We've seen him get absolutely messed around with
Give me a good two.
on the Claw Viper previously on his 117.
Alright, this will turn again.
Nice, alright, that's not the worst. And no
Is
Fang
what it
Skin on
is.
there, which helps. Interesting that he chose to
Let's
hotkey
check
that
out,
rather than just do it from his inventory, but okay.
For FCR here.
Wants the FCR wand since he's already got one piece. Doesn't get it. Ouch.
And
Faster hit recovery belt is going to help a
sounds
good amount.
great.
That gets him over another breakpoint.
Could have checked stabs as well. We'll store a little bit of the gold that we have remaining, but we're definitely short on gold.
So short on gold, probably wants a little bit more experience too. So let's see how this plays out, coming through the harem. He teleports real well.
Definitely
I'll give
gonna be a
Llama
little
that.
short
Like
there.
his teleport management of the Sorceress, like run, teleport with the mana potions going. He's got that. Like that is one of his strengths as a runner, for sure.
Come on, baby.
Tends to die a lot, unfortunately for him. But reads his gear really quickly, usually.
Could've gone for
Just
that kill if I wanted.
clearly underrated the benefits of plus to skills in this run, I think. So how long would it have taken him to shop?
Oh yes.
Gets a
yes, yes.
first way though, that helps. That helps a lot. So I reckon takes 30 to 40 seconds to shop.
Okay.
You're going to be saving
Let's go.
about 10 to 15 seconds per level between level 11 and level 18.
Come on.
So net you end up being... Yeah,
Oh, I didn't morph it.
you didn't
Crap.
morph it. No!
I hate that
so
quest
6
log.
levels.
Is this it? Nice.
So yeah, net probably would have saved 30, 20 to 30 seconds shopping that +2 to charge bolt staff at the start of the game. I think.
Ring mail.
Just trying to pick up some gold while he can.
Fresh meat.
And
Happy Pie
nicely
Day.
picked up a thawing
Happy
potion
Pie
there
Day.
as well. Just on the ground. Didn't have to shop for it. Beautifully done. Good old Duriel fight with the Sorceress. I remember when I first tried to speedrun the Sorceress, I didn't quite get the balance of Frost Nova run right.
come on.
But once you
Breathe,
get it
Mama.
down, once you figure out that pattern, it's
Breathe.
just such a
Battle staff.
smooth fight.
Not enough mana.
Kind of expected the Gorefoots to be doing more work for him as well, actually.
A lot of
Like
rare
with that
drops there.
increased
I
distance
really
between
want
Beetle
20
Burst,
FCR.
20 faster rub walk, and having stealth active at... Yeah, and Lagzor had the time loss from shopping. I'm surprised he's only 30 seconds ahead.
There was not a ring that I saw. Or 10 FCR, I mean. Gosh dang, we didn't get it. Man, that had energy on it.
Your staff is so useless right now, Llama.
Oops.
It hurts my feelings.
Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. We have 0 fire res. That's actually terrible. Actually really, really bad.
All right, so very concerned about his fire res. We know that,
Good start.
yeah. Indra came through here with fire res. Lagzor, I think, had some on some boots or something, but it wasn't very much. But I've also seen Llama die many, many times. Like, that's the thing about his playstyle. He plays very risky
I am overburdened.
and, like, makes it exciting to watch his hardcore runs, but also means that he's incredibly unlikely to ever finish a hardcore speedrun. So,
Ouch. Oh my god.
hit recovery.
There's an Ethrin.
I don't know why he dropped that there, but okay.
Come on, give me a skip.
And is he going to get a Great Marsh skip? Who knows? I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, he's coming up on the 6th
Ow.
tile here as well. So this has got to be 5th. Yep, so this will break out to the right,
This
and
could be
this will
Great
give
Marsh
Great
or
Marsh
skip. It's a
play. He
skip.
gets the skip.
Okay.
Nice. Gets the skip on the 5th tile. Coming out. Oh,
wish I
very
had
nice
fire res.
density Flare jungle though.
Really wish
Incredibly
I had
nice.
lots of fire res.
So just got to keep his distance from the shamans as he goes through, and that's going to be difficult as he goes into the Flare dungeon. So just needs to be quick on his teleports here. Yep, you can see he's keeping his distance very nicely from the shaman there. Kind of banking on getting a second FCR ring to make up for the fact he's been trying to
I
shop
really
a
wanna
wand.
Get a FCR, so I'm gonna actually go back really quick.
Because right now you can see he's on
Time lost,
35 FCR. Where am I down here?
Really want to get an
And
FCR
the
ring.
breakpoint is
It
37.
not, but it is fire res, which is helpful.
So now he's got 26 fire res. That
Trash,
helps a
and
good
give
amount.
Me FCR, please. Nothing again.
All that time shopping for FCR, it does give him a bit of safety. That's probably the thing
I
to
gotta
know.
be careful because this
Like
is
in
dangerous.
previous personal bests of MrLlama, he's really stalled out in the Chaos Sanctuary and died a lot when he hasn't had that extra breakpoint on FCR and no fire res, simply because you just get stuck and can't teleport out in time in amongst packs of Venom
Do I
Lords.
have any rejuves? I have one.
So I'm guessing that's why he's so desperate for FCR. Like when his fire res is only 26 is actually okay fire res, all things considered. But that's probably his
Let's get a waypoint.
preoccupation with that. Getting some nice levels on the way while he's hunting for a
Right here.
waypoint. So I'm not going to fault him for going through, and actually gets the doesn't have to backtrack either. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
and getting okay gold on the way as well, like with scepters and wands and etc.
Really wanted that waypoint there.
Yeah, I don't know that you really wanted the waypoint there, man.
Go ahead and pick up a little bit of the experience. While we
That was actually, that was
here.
beautiful static
Waypoint,
Nova
please.
balance, to be honest.
Cool.
Gets the waypoint here in Lower Kura, so that's going to help him quite close there. Now he's got his fire res, should be a bit more confident coming into the Flayer dungeon. And with these layouts, I don't think he actually has to go too close to Shamans, so that's going to help too.
Bond.
I just get the fire res shrine there. Now he's guaranteed, and he's safe
Temporary, but
as.
it'll work for now.
So that'll basically cover him and carry him through Act 3 fire res requirements, which is nice. And
Should
quick
be good for
one. I think no, it's not. That's in bottom left corner.
I need mana.
Nice.
that. Okay, nothing there. And
Just going okay. Making up some time here. Gosh.
gold as well
Yeah.
right there.
With an
Little
extra
ways.
20 seconds ahead, if he had that charge bolt stuff, you know, could have helped a lot. Could have helped a lot.
Alright.
Are we going to get a good or a bad sewers? I always just expect bad
Give me a
maps
good
luck from
sewers,
Mr. Llama,
please.
but
Nothing like that trash we got last time. Just a nice.
this
good
is not
sewers.
great so far. You had to
Give
go
it to me
quite
in
a
the
ways down
direction I
in
should
that
get it. Come on.
little offshoot there.
Ah,
Not enough mana.
come on, you can still do it. Give
No,
it.
this is not.
Yes.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
It does kill Icehawk there, or his minions at
you.
least, for that quick bit of XP as well. What does he use? Level 19. Yeah, he's actually good on levels now. You can see that flare density really helped out.
A spelling bee.
And plus he's got an XP shrine while he was killing those minions, so that helps too.
Lame.
Mana.
Not really going to be wasting any time killing monsters he doesn't have to at this point when he is so close to level 20.
Oh god.
That was a weird, risky time here for Travinkle. Normally it's actually pretty safe. Alright, runs back to Luca Lane to pick up a mercenary while it goes through the defined animation timing, since you can't actually
on,
speed that up while it
18,
opens. Gets 18 Merc just to act as a meat shield as he teleports through to Mephisto, and while he statics down Mephisto, mercenary is almost certain to die in that time, but those few extra static charges you can get really help. Left turn, ooh, beautiful left turn. Amazing Durance of Hate level 1 map. And across we go, straight across map here. Not the worst in level 2, kind of long, but not awful. Drops a Scroll of Town portal just for safety. And this is looking like a very nice Mephisto fight. It's just going casting poison over and over again. That is rare that you see that, but okay. So incredibly clean Mephisto fight.
I already have him. I need to get him a pike.
And needs to
Okay,
buy
so
his
sell,
Merc a weapon.
Go here and pike. Cool.
Right on. And here we go. So are we going to get good maps in Act 4? Let's see. He's going pretty good on time, all things considered. Definitely made it up in Act 3. I can't really figure out where that would be
Not over
between
till it's
Travinkle
over.
and
Gotta
Mephisto.
relax, you guys.
A little bit from Faster Run Walk. Very clean Mephisto fight. Maybe that's it
Still
too.
have very little fire res. Lots of stuff happens still.
I need mana.
Come
A
on.
little bit scared about his
City.
fire res. Does get a quick across into City of the Damned. Spending a fair bit of time exploring here, though. There we go. Okay,
Well,
found it
sir,
within
I've never
about
met
20
the man,
seconds.
but he sounds like a strong companion.
Yes.
I'm sure he'll serve you well.
And how
There
is
is a rumor, though, that he likes to eat fish. And his favorite type
kind of a
fish
long
is
river
pike.
of flame. Kind of long.
He does like his pike.
But here we go. All right.
I'm actually gonna
Grabs that
grab
for
just
safety.
as just in case things are
2 second
absolutely
time
the
loss,
worst thing in
whatever.
the world.
Not as bad as if he died at this point,
Come
to be honest.
on, be empty.
And this is where we saw. So I'm suspecting versus Indrek, he's actually going to lose a good amount of time here because he doesn't have that plus to Nova. And we saw that with Indrek didn't clear basically any enemies before spawning the boss backs because he knew that he could just keep them, the bosses, in hit recovery throughout that time.
That's not good.
Mercenary almost dies while he's fighting. So, you know, plus the skills. Plus the
Cool.
skills
Alright,
really
covered.
helps.
First guy down.
Okay, up we go.
Oh! Ah! Okay, too much stuff. Too much stuff over here. Too much stuff.
Look at all this extra time he's spending killing
No,
versus
no, no,
what
no,
Indrek
no,
was
no,
doing
no.
on the previous run. Like, I can understand it from
Too
Llama's
much
perspective since he's died quite a lot
Let's,
in the chaos in his time. So, you know,
Let's go get some more potions really fast.
but definitely holding him back. As much as I said it that before, he plays it risky. Maybe it's just the chaos has burnt him so many times in like Mad vs. Stream or something, I'm not sure.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous right here.
I gotta say, like, it was kind of painful. Though, like, the amount of enemies around there just blocking him from even getting
Right.
to Lord DeSace in the first instance.
Ooh, okay.
That was close.
Playing it a little safe. Ooh.
Ooh. Down to 13 health when you couldn't even see the Inferno on the screen. That is why Fire Res helps. So yeah, not as clean a chaos as Indrek, but still pretty good. And you can see, like,
Okay.
with the plus to Nova that Indrek had,
Slower than we normally
that was
would
actually
like,
able
but
to
you
put
know what?
Infector of Souls
Whatever. We
into
just gotta-
hit recovery, whereas basically none of Llama's were. Like, he was putting some of the minions into hit recovery, but not Infector himself, so it wasn't quite getting enough damage per hit.
Oh, that fire res.
And looking like a fairly clean Diablo fight so far, as long as he doesn't die in the next second.
Are you kidding? Really?
Okay, he died. There we go.
One
Oh.
hit away, of course.
I mean, at least it's just in the Diablo fight. There are much worse places to be dying and losing time than against Diablo.
I think I need to get potions here still.
Terror stalks hell.
Didn't quite have
Maybe
the
gone to the
gold
other
as well,
side.
only had 60k gold coming in, whereas we saw yesterday that Indrek had 90? It wasn't even yesterday that I did the
Don't know what happened
commentary.
with the
Anyway, never mind.
splits.
So, you know,
Don't know what happened with the splits. Maybe I should put that in energy for a little more teleport.
and yeah, you can really see the lost time there in
My splitter has been really weird in the late
the
stages of it.
splits in the chaos, especially.
I don't
But
know
made
why.
up the time on a relatively clean Diablo fight. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Right, straight across here in the frigid. That actually helped him quite a bit. And area plateau. Is he going to get nice maps here? Sees the stairs on the portal there, so he knew that it was going to be turning right rather than continuing straight ahead. So going up to the northeast instead of the northwest. That was very nicely read from just a tiny hint on the map. Left turn here in crystalline, so he's going to be coming up here and looking out
Please
this
have
way.
some good maps down here.
This is a bit of a time sink already.
No!
That's not great. Oh no.
Wait, does this continue this way? It does. No, it doesn't. It goes down. And then it goes over.
Oh, this is a bad crystalline
What is
passage.
this map? No! This is the worst thing to happen right now. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
All right.
Come on,
that was a
man.
rough map. They're not always clean to your
Alright,
liking,
good
but
second
that was
map.
pretty good. And frozen tundra.
Ay. That was not fun. Okay.
Through to the Ancient's Way, so it's exited down, will be on this side. Just don't get stuck in amongst the lords, man. Oh, and go straight back into them.
Okay.
Oh no, hang on,
is
it was
going
actually
on
an
with
exit
his-
that way and left down here. Couldn't see because he teleported out so fast.
This is so bad. Are we really gonna lose this to the worst Act 5 maps you could ever have?
I need more.
Surprised he didn't keep exploring this way in the first instance, to be honest.
Wow.
Anyway, that's alright.
Wow is all I can say to that, man. That's insane.
A little bit of that Ancient's Way was on you, man. Alright. Feeds his Merc a potion. The merchant, yeah. Ancients aren't being as nice as you like. Did manage to move around enough to get them to bunch up
Man,
nicely so
those
he could
maps
static
hurt
them all
a
at the
lot,
same
you
time. though.
guys. Like a lot. Almost as much as Maddock hurts. What the heck?
Yeah, Maddox got
They
big
keep
light
some
res here as well.
Llamas stay in their cage. Anya is a block of ice by now. But none of it matters. Go.
Splits pooped out
Right
again.
on. Okay.
That's what it is, man. Not
Out
much you can
here
do.
onto Wildstone Keep, level 1. Is he going to get
Oh,
okay maps
nice,
here?
that's
Gets a
good,
good
come
map
on.
here. That's nice. And level 2.
Come
Awesome
on, let's
map.
go.
That makes up for the rough time he had in
Some
the
makeups
caves.
right there. That's some makeups for those freaking. I mean, those were the worst maps I've ever seen. Come on, be the way. Oh no, that's bad. All right, that sucks.
I need
Oops,
Here we go. Alright.
that's bad.
Kind of
All
its
right,
rough
empty
time in
throne?
level 3. Not getting those
It's okay,
Death
it's
Lords
okay.
into hit recovery. That hurts.
That actually hurts a lot though.
And very low on gold now. Very low on gold. That's going to be rough. Rough.
That actually hurts a lot.
Oh.
Alright.
I mean, at least the throne itself wasn't super full, so that helps a bit too. But yeah, that death there, that's rough.
Nice. Clean wave 1. Stop throwing, I'm trying. I'm really trying, man.
Alright, here we go.
That was some rough stuff. we
Wave
had to deal
2,
with.
looking pretty clean. They're just wasting all their time trying to resurrect
wave
skeletons
two.
that he's killing straight over and over and over again. Gonna be coming in here, selling what he can, buying some potions. He's gonna be running very low on gold.
Come on,
Unless
clean
you see
drag.
it.
Need a
Now, this was the
clean
thing we
drag
saw.
here.
I guess he doesn't have the plus to Nova, but it was
Okay,
really
okay,
interesting
okay.
previously
Yes.
watching Indrek
Oh, there's too many
actually
difference. Okay,
kill
okay.
a few of those guys.
Who's still in here? Nobody. Okay.
Before dragging them,
Clean?
because it made the drag a lot easier. But that
Oh
was
my
actually,
God.
like, all in all, that drag was really good. Especially considering the amount of enemies that were sitting out there waiting in just outside the throne
I
room.
don't know what happened to those first statics there.
And here we go.
Clean. Come on, one more clean. I don't know if we can get the 69.
No, you cannot get the
The
69 at
Sac
this
5
point.
was like so bad, those maps, man. We need to get a clean drag here. We really do. Need to get this drag clean. Come on, Lister. Is he there? Is he there? Is he low enough? No, he didn't go in? Oh, he did. He did. He did.
Ooh, so tight.
Come on, come on, come on.
Hi, Morpheus 26.
Go, go, go.
All right, here we go. So is he going to get a clean Bale
Come
fight?
on.
Bale
No,
teleports
don't,
away.
Don't jump.
Slightly too far away for the statics.
Oh,
Started
we're not gonna
maneuvering too
get
early.
it. No, he jumped too many times.
You weren't going to get it anyway, man.
No.
Yep.
Still a world record, though. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Very nice. Finally,
Oh,
Llama
10
has
seconds.
the world record for the Sorceress. A true world record. Llama makes the appearance. There we have it.
He's right there.
GG Llama. Fastest speed 2 soft.
Oh dear.
Well done.
There we go. He's going to do his own post game there. I'm going to wrap it there. I've made all my comments through it. I think, in all, kind of long jails maps. Pretty good contest time. Really underrated the power of Charge Bolt. He's going to complain a bit about the boss packs he got in Act 2 with Beetle Burst, but really he had the exact same as what Indrek had, and he had Gorefoots as well. Like, Indrek had no faster run walk, really. He had some faster run walk, 10 faster run walk, I think, on some rare boots eventually, but yeah. So, you know, good one for Llama. I'm really sad that this is the only time he actually makes the appearance in this entire series. He's done so much for the community, but, you know, we do what we do. Next time we'll be back, and I'm pretty sure it's later the very same day that Llama actually loses this record to Teo. So we'll be looking at Teo's run, and then we'll get back to Indrek. So thank you so much, everybody. See you next time.